this idea that a career as an artist is supposed to look a certain way is just not the case. And in theater, it's just like I've worked with so many people who are just incredibly talented, and they go through long times of Broadway show and then nothing. The arts kind of allow you to see things that you couldn't otherwise see. You know, we're kind of used to seeing the world just as the material world, and we kind of see what's there day to day. But the arts kind of open our eyes in a new way, open and engage the imagination.
It provides an escape from our own lives. And sometimes you need to see somebody else's reality and somebody else's truth to finally be able to deal with what's going on right in front of you. And I think storytelling and really great theater delivers that in a way that, you know, if you were to sit down with somebody and be like, let's talk about my problems and let's talk about my life, you would never get there until you look in and you're like, that's me. And that moves me.
I guess with my college, it was very, very intense, great training. But I think that one of the things it set me up for is like, if you're gonna make it in this business, in the theater business, here are the steps that are gonna take. You know, you're gonna get an agent right out of school. You're gonna, you know, do a national tour. You're gonna go to Broadway, and then when you hit this level, you're kind of gonna, you know, you're always gonna be doing that. You're gonna make it. And my story has been kind of the opposite. I didn't get an agent right out of school, but I got a Broadway show, and then I got a tour, and then I had a lot of unemployment.
I mean, if you're saying you need to have success and the production contracts to be happy, there's very few that are passed out. So if that's your standard, you are going to be very, very, you could be happy sometimes. You know, we've been there if that's our standard. But I mean, a job I had, the casting director was so thrilled with me and said, you know, we had 1,000 submissions for this. We didn't even see 800 of those girls. We brought 200 in. And we picked one, and you're it. And a week later, you go into an audition. Thanks. You know, I mean, I have the job that I wanted, but the reality is that I'm special to this guy, but this guy doesn't think much of me at all. And then there's the times like when your understudy gets cast in a production show that you were hoping to get in, or the chorus girl gets bumped up, you're the understudy, and they get bumped up to the principal role, and you're still the understudy. I mean, it's brutal if that is your standard for happiness.
If you're always just pressing to get the job and make money and to have a certain status or a certain reputation, that affirmation seeking is just really destructive when it doesn't happen. And when you're seeking that affirmation, then you're actually not free to create.
Well, it's very hard for me as a college student to conceptualize what the day-to-day life in New York City pursuing an acting career would look like. And I guess that'd be a hard thing to prepare anybody for unless it was an actor coming back to the school and being like, look, this is how it goes. Just the sheer volume of auditions that you will go to and never hear anything from is sobering. And that's okay. You can be doing really, really good work in auditions and you just may be completely wrong, or that casting office might just wanted to have an introduction with you. You know, like, who is Juliette Trafton? And so, of course, when you get the audition, you're like, my big break. And they're thinking, well, we don't even know who this girl is. You know, she's not right for this, but let's have her come sing her heart out and do all the preparation as if she is up for something and see what she can give us. The best advice is just to find balance in what you do. That sounds so, but really, you know, it's very important to keep career in its place in your life. Good luck with that. But balance is just so important. I would just encourage it. I mean, you were in college, you will leave college and you will long for the days of college where you were given 12 hours to focus on the arts, with people who are focusing on the arts, with people who are nurturing your focus on the arts. Squeeze every drop of that.